I don't think Tank gonna come off a long layoff and go right into fighting Shakur. I think, Shakur next fight will be unified at 140. I think that would be his best solution.
Like he hit everybody else. And he know that. He knows that. That's why he's like, he's boring. He's this, he's that. He's trying to diminish everything that Shakur have done. So it's not market.
When people, what I got from that is he's a hater. You don't know me as a person. Let's say you don't like me. Like, you don't know me. Like, you feel me? And I don't give a fuck. If everybody including Will, win. Fuck.
Same question for you. You're a proud father.
Everybody keeps asking the same question. Who really rules this division? Is it the unstoppable knockout machine Gervonta Tank Davis? Or the untouchable boxing genius Shakur Stevenson? But now things just got personal after Terence Crawford stepped into the middle of the war, and what he said shocked the boxing world. Crawford didn't just praise Shakur, he practically declared him unbeatable. He called Tank dangerous, explosive, and one of the smartest fighters in boxing today, but then dropped the bombshell: Shakur is a different type of fighter. Those words alone set social media on fire. Fans instantly split into two sides, arguing non-stop over who would survive if these two monsters finally collide. And it gets crazier. Crawford revealed that Tank may struggle badly against Shakur's defense. According to him, Tank won't be landing those terrifying knockout shots the same way he does against everybody else. Why? Because Stevenson's movement, timing, distance control, and ring IQ are on another level. Crawford even joined Shakur's training camp, helping prepare him for the biggest fights of his career, but Tank supporters aren't backing down. Some believe Davis only needs one punch to end everything. Eddie Hearn warned that even if Shakur dominates every round, Tank's power can erase the scorecards in a split second. Meanwhile, legends like Timothy Bradley, Joe Rogan, Teofimo Lopez, and David Benavidez all jumped into the debate, each giving completely different predictions. And just when fans thought the drama couldn't get bigger, Ryan Garcia entered the picture. Now there's a chance Shakur fights Garcia before Tank Davis. Garcia says he's faster, smarter, and ready to expose Stevenson. Shakur fired back immediately, promising to control every second of the fight and prove he's the superior boxer. So now boxing fans are stuck with three massive super fights: Tank versus Shakur, Garcia versus Shakur, or maybe even Garcia versus Tank. One thing is certain, the lightweight division is officially at war, and the next move could change boxing forever.
I just really don't like that dude.
Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like, I really don't like him. I just don't like
It's not your cup of tea, that's just not your...
I don't like nothing about him. I don't like nothing about him. I just feel like, he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's, using what he got to shield him. Like, he got a lot of security guards around him, and he know, he's in the limelight and stuff like that, but in certain situations he wouldn't be acting like that.
Do you like him as a fighter though?
Yeah, he's a damn good fighter.
Yeah.
I respect him as a fighter.
Yeah.
He definitely got skills, he got power, he got tremendous boxing ability, but like his core personality and his ways.
Terence Crawford picked Shakur Stevenson over Gervonta Davis, stating that his choice was based on the boxer's skills. He said that Tank was smart and skilled, but Shakur is a different kind of fighter, brother.
Cool, that's the fight. Everybody want to see that. That's the 50-50, I think, I've been saying 50-50. I told both of them that. That's a toss-up to me. No bias. Don't just say that because it's your man. Who you got winning that?
I got Shakur.
Are you saying that because that's your man and you don't like Tank?
No. Hey, like I said, I respect Tank. Boxing, he's one of the ones.
Yeah.
we gonna take his personality and personal things out of it. But boxing, he's definitely talented.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's definitely got that it. And he's definitely respected in boxing. But Shakur is a different fighter.
Terence Crawford said that Shakur Stevenson is not the same fighter he used to be. Some people might find him dull or question how hard he can punch, but Tank will not be able to hit him the way he hits other people. Crawford said that Tank tries to downplay Shakur's achievements, which makes it more about marketing than truth.
Different, people may call him boring. People may say he can't punch, but they say the same thing about Floyd. Because they defensive fighters.
Yeah.
Tank is not going to be able to hit Shakur like he hit everybody else. And he know that. He knows that. That's why he's like, he's boring. He's this, he's that. He's trying to diminish everything that Shakur have done. So it's not
Tank Davis was great in the ring, and Terence Crawford praised his skills, strength, and brains. On the other hand, Crawford likes Shakur Stevenson as a fighter more than Tank because he thinks Shakur's defense will make it impossible for Tank to land his usual strong shots.
It's great for what he do, and I respect Tank in the ring and his skills and his power and his attribute and he's smart.
Yeah.
He's definitely smart. He can box his off. And I'm not saying I would pick Shakur just because our differences. I'm telling you as a fighter.
Yeah.
I will pick Shakur because I don't believe Tank will be able to land those big shots on Shakur like he does everybody else.
Right.
Shakur defense is just...
Also, Terence Crawford is helping Shakur Stevenson get ready for a possible fight with Tank Davis by helping him in training camp.
Come on. Terence talking, I try not to talk back, I try to just listen.
Straight, boom, straight shot, like right here. Boom, there you go. But you gotta make sure you step. Bam. That's when the motherfucker trying to run out. When the motherfucker trying to run, wow.
Is Shakur Stevenson locked up in camp? He wants to learn as much as he can from one of the best fighters in the world.
Even if I don't feel the same way that he's feeling at the moment, it don't matter. I still want to hear him out and try to understand what he's saying.
If you hear, why do you think he can throw the hook? Because you out the way.
Terence Crawford praised Shakur Stevenson's drive and hard work, pointing out his skills and unique point of view. He also said he believed he was meant for greatness. Shakur Stevenson has a great fighting IQ and always works hard, according to Keshan Davis. These qualities give him an edge over almost everyone he fights. Eddie Hearn, on the other hand, said that Shakur Stevenson would use his experience and defensive skills to completely control the fight. He did warn, though, that Gervonta Davis's one punch could change everything in an instant.
He soak up everything that he needed to soak up, put it into his arsenal, and then he make the best out of everything that he learned from everybody.
Then throw it straight left to the box.
At the end of the day, you don't want to feel like a know-it-all. And the people that know it all are the people that don't go very far. You gotta always be a student. You gotta always be able to learn and pick up things from this person, that person.
Jamal Herring, a former fighter, spoke out. He said that Shakur Stevenson had already proven himself and should be put on the same list as Gervonta Davis. But coach Kenny Ellis played down the argument by saying that fans will always have different opinions about Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis. He then said it was normal in fighting. A fight will happen if it's going to. If not, the talk goes on. The player Timo Lopez thinks that Gervonta Davis is better than Shakur Stevenson. He also said that the reaction to Davis's fight with Lamont Roach could be a wake-up call that would help him get back on track and motivated for future matches.
Well, a lot of people, but that's because a lot of people are fans of knockouts and other things that I don't want to get into, honestly. But like when it comes to boxing, like you walk in boxing, he's one of those guys, and he's like super competitive. He's like super competitive, so he wants to be the best. That's what makes him like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he not trying to like he ain't gonna stop him. You know what I'm saying? That gives him an edge.
In the meantime, Timothy Bradley said bad things about Gervonta Davis's background and his opponents. He also thought about how much Shakur Stevenson would gain in prestige from winning, which suggests that the main prize might not be a legacy but money. Timothy Bradley told Shakur Stevenson to slow down his chase of Gervonta Davis because it would look like he was desperate. He talked about Stevenson's boxing skills and position, but he also warned him that focusing on one fight could hurt his image and make it harder for him to get deals in the future. The other side is that Shakur Stevenson might fight Ryan Garcia before he fights Gervonta Davis. Garcia's huge win over Mario Barrios has made people more interested in and excited about the upcoming fight in the boxing world.
I don't know how good the fight will be, but I think Shakur is, again, like pound for pound, IQ-wise, I think he's even up there with a Terence and those kind of guys. You know, I think the difference with Boots is he's got the defensive mastercraft, and he also has the aggressive power to turn your lights out, and I think that's quite different. Do you know what I mean? Like Shakur, I say defensive. I think that's a bit harsh on Shakur, but he's not a huge puncher, but defensively and skill-wise, he's right up there.
He's a real technical fighter.
Oh.
Garcia said that a possible fight with Shakur Stevenson would be more tactical than violent. He said that Stevenson was good at defense, but Garcia was faster and smarter than anyone else he had played, and that even the best laid plans can fail when pressure is applied. Shakur Stevenson showed interest by agreeing with Garcia's public calls for a fight. He made it clear that any fight had to fit into his business plan. He said that he was very careful to control his path and would not just wait to move up without a plan. Ryan Garcia said he is set on beating Shakur Stevenson and showing that he is the better boxer. He made it clear that this fight is a chance to find out who really runs the division, and he was ready to make it happen. Shakur Stevenson was sure that he would set the pace and enforce his style, no matter what Garcia did. He made it clear that he planned to be in charge of every moment in the ring.
But then say Shakur Stevenson ain't do nothing. That's what I'm just speaking as just a fan. You know what I mean? Like Shakur, the three-time, 3-divisional world champion, unified world champion. So, he's done something, you know what I mean? And he's done something enough to where if the people are bringing him up to you, it's obviously because people want to see the fight. It's not like they bringing up, a nobody. It's like, or somebody coming up in the rankings. And it's like, what have they done? But it's like, this is somebody, y'all in the same weight class. Y'all both hold, one of the major 4 world titles in the sanctioning bodies. So I don't but
Ryan Garcia is concentrating on Shakur Stevenson, showing that he is ready to fight one of the best fighters in the world. Garcia is sure of his skills and thinks he can fully test Stevenson, which could change the outcome of an emotional, high-stakes match. Garcia thinks that Shakur Stevenson might lose his cool if he thinks too much about the fight. Garcia is sure that his speed and skills will win out once he starts landing. He thought about his amateur match, which he won even though the result was disputed. Shakur Stevenson replied that he is better than his opponent, even though his opponent is good. He talked about how good his defense was and how he could face opponents directly while staying safe.
All day with that shit, and you gonna have Gervonta fans and you gonna have Shakur fans. That's the sport.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying? Don't let it stress you out. This shit is crazy. If they fight, they fight. If they don't, well, they...
Joe Rogan also talked about how excited he was about a possible fight between Garcia and Stevenson. He agreed that Garcia had been fast, sharp, and put on a great show in their last fight, but he said that Stevenson would be a totally different test. Rogan said that Shakur is a one-of-a-kind fighter and praised his unique traits. He also said that the fight would be a lot of fun. Terence Crawford, on the other hand, said that Garcia was smart and good at boxing, but he also said that meeting Shakur Stevenson would be a new challenge. He talked about how Stevenson was different from past opponents like Barrios because of his fast jab, great head movement, solid defense, perfect footwork, and strong distance control. Crawford doesn't think the fight will be as close as some people think it will be. He warned that if Garcia makes a mistake, Stevenson could counter or box reliably.
I still think Gervonta will win against Shakur. Me, technically, I just think it like that. But I think all of this was needed, for sure. All of it was needed for
According to Joe Rogan, Garcia will fight Shakur Stevenson in a different way than he fought Barrios. He said that Barrios couldn't match Garcia's speed, which is important for Garcia, and that using speed is a smart strategy. This showed how unique and powerful Ryan is as a fighter and beast. Sebastian Fondora thinks Ryan Garcia will be able to beat Shakur Stevenson, but he says it will be tough. He focused on Garcia's strength while highlighting Stevenson's knowledge, ring smarts, and Olympic background. He said that Stevenson's strategy would probably give him a big edge. At the same time, David Benavidez said that a fight between Ryan Garcia and Shakur Stevenson would be close and exciting for fans to watch. He praised Shakur's skills and growing fame, but he also said that to be truly great, you have to be willing to take chances. Benavidez said that times like this are what make winners, and he told Stevenson to take advantage of the chance while it still exists.
Perception of Tank by many of the boxing pundits, and it's the fans and boxing. You know, you already know how they feel about Tank Davis when it comes to, you know, I hear people talk about his resume. I hear people talking about, well, he's only one division champion. He really only won one belt. You know, the guys that he's faced, you know, he hasn't faced a top tier elite fighter, so on and so forth. So with that being said, why even want to entertain the fight with Tank Davis? I mean, how much credit are you going to really get, Shakur, besides the...
Benavidez told Shakur Stevenson that he might feel bad about skipping this fight, especially since he was at the top of his game. He said that great winners leave a legacy by facing the hardest problems head-on, instead of looking away from them. Benavidez told Stevenson not to worry about his size because top fighters can change when they need to. He also told Stevenson to seize the chance now, saying that it was the kind of risk that can make or break a career. That's all for today's program. Tell us what you think about these matchups in the area below.